All right. Okay. 8 years. All right. What's up? What's up? I tell you guys, I've never done a brake job like this before. It's a little different. Figures I couldn't make it easy. They never make it easy. Hey Debbie, how are you? Doing this Saturday brake job. Where I put there's. I'm not looking forward to this. I didn't watch a YouTube video on this either. I probably should because. All right. Oh, that's not good. All right. So it sucks. They make it so you gotta take the brake line off to get to the bolt, dude. It's retarded. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Let me see if I can find a way to cap this off. Should have thought about that first. Let's see what I got. Let me see what kind of tricks I got on my sleeve. Oh, you know what? So I've got these things that are made to clamp a rubber line down, but I'm worried if I put that on, it's gonna collapse the inside of the hose, and I'll never, I'll have to replace it. And I'd really like to avoid that. It's too big. So if we got something a little smaller here, man. Oh, come on back. That's the same. Guess I probably should have looked this up first. Huh? I'll find. So rubber cap. Will that fit? This looks like a thread on there. That might work, guys. Get on there. I'm gonna spray that off so I can keep an eye on it. See if it grab some brake clean. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, there's some. There's some. Never mind, I got some right here. It's not gonna work. Oh, it's gonna come out the other side. But hold on. All right, that's unfortunate. We gotta. I don't want to lose all my brake fluid. Of course, if I do this real quick, I won't. So let's just try to do it real quick. Let's see. I guess I can clean this up. I'm not gonna need this. That didn't work. That was a swing and a miss. Carson, what's up, dude? Did motor run? Which motor? On this? Wait, did I just put a lug nut in there? I did. Don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just put another one in there. I did. I put 2 in there. In my haste. Oh yeah, the motor runs awesome in this, dude. It's got big block 440. This thing's a beast, dude. Big block. That's what you got to say. You got to be like, big block. I got to try to go quick, man. I never do Saturday shows, but we're trying to get this thing ready for Father's Day weekend. So let me, let's see if we're going to be able to, if this is going to come off nice and easy or if it's going to fight me. So let's see. All right. What size is this? It's one of them fractional sizes. Not dripping on me. A bit drip over there. It's not that size. Let's try the next size up. There we go. Look at that, man. Big impact. That's going to be a tight fit. So we're going to go with, we're going to try like a little miniature 1/2-inch drive. Mini on the mini Winnie, dude. Well, let's put a big battery on it. Something like this. Give it a little oomph, dude. I'll give it a little oomph. Well, that fits in there nice. I better put it on the high setting. Dang it. Bonked me. All right. It's a manly caliper bolt. All right. Looks like this is gonna yeah. All right, so all right, look, man, this is looks like this is participating in being a team player here. I like that, man. Oh, look, I did go the. Yep, I did do too much, guys. Look, I was sitting there looking at it on the car. Look, like a dummy. I thought there's no way these two bolts hold it on. Sure enough, that's all it is. So now I know for the other side, I didn't have to take that off. That sucks. So while I've got it off, I'll dang it, Griffin. I knew something like, man. Embarrass myself. That's all right. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that off, and then we'll put the you have the caliper and you have the caliper bracket. So now these are supposed to be fractional sizes, but I thought that seemed like it was too hard, dude. It shouldn't be like that. Sure enough, wasn't as hard as I thought it was. And I was thinking it was a dumb design. I was complaining about it. Turns out the dummy was me, but nobody's surprised there. Yeah, to you, what you're doing, in words like what? Yeah. So Carson, I know that I don't know, and so what I mean by that is, I don't work on Winnebagos all day. I work on passenger cars and trucks. And as I looked at it, I couldn't see all the way on the backside to see it was all covered with this crap, and it looked like it was all one unit. So I took the whole thing off. So we'll put the bracket back on. So I'm gonna clean that off first. Some of this crap off it. Hold on. Carson, have you seen my toolbox? I wouldn't buy that many tools if I didn't know how to use the stuff. I don't do these every day. Oh, you know what? I needed this off anyways. That's the truth. So I could go ahead and rough up the backside of this, try to get some of this rust off. So let's do that. We found my kids put some of my grinding pads. Hold on. Oh, I like that song. See if we can get this here. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Just know words like big plot. That's funny. There we go. All right. So, guys, I didn't want to replace the. I did not want to replace the rotors on this. That's a time-consuming job. So we'll go ahead. This thing's been sitting for 20 years, man. There's 20 years of stuff on here. We'll clean this up. What are you doing? Odin, I'm doing the brake pads on the Winnebago. And the pad life was actually really good on them. But it's this part here is called the shim. And it should sit right here in the center back here. And so that's why I did them. Because there's plenty of pad life. And now I'm just stuffing up the rotor some because I had a bunch of rust on it. When I was younger, I lived with these. I decided to try to move out of my parents' house. Well, I didn't really have a whole lot of choice with it because they said, if you're not going to go to school, you can't live here. So, okay. So I moved in with this girl I worked with and her mom's. One lady's name was Rusty. I've done a lot of dumb things. With the backside. Stuff doesn't taste good, that's for sure. All right. There we go. Put this back on. Sorry, guy. Huh? Oh yeah, man. You can grab, dude. Just little like 3M pad. It's just fine, dude. It's not gonna do any real accidental machining. It's just fine. And let's clean off the back of this thing some more. There's all kinds of spider webs and stuff like that. I hate spiders. All right. Put this back on. What are you guys doing here on a Saturday? Don't you guys have? Sure, you guys got way better things to do, unless it's really cold where you're at or raining outside. All right. All right. Just grab my. There it is. My little baby half-inch drive here. Ow. There we go. Now you got to compress the piston here. This is mostly compressed because those pads were in pretty good shape. But usually this piston, it's out a lot farther because the pads are worn down more, and that's why you're doing brakes. We're just doing brakes this time because that shim came out. Let me grab a compressor. There we go. All right, let's grab this. All right, guys, so you got a couple different options with how to compress this thing. You can use a big pair of channel locks, or you can actually use a tool that's made for it. We'll shove this old brake pad in here to give us something to push against. Oh, nope, it's going to make it too thick. Since that makes it too thick, we'll do this way. Doesn't need to go that far. I'm hoping it's not seized up or anything. Oh, there we go. Boop. Nice. Man, I was worried it was gonna be all seized up and stuff. It's like every time I turn around, these things costing me money. Money I don't have. Let me think about where I put those brake pads. I think I put them in my office, so I'll be right back. Are they in here? There they are. All right. I hope these are right. When I go to look for parts for this thing, I look up a Dodge B300. That looks right. All right, cool. Nice thing about these ones, it came with a lifetime guarantee. Now, wait out this thing, I think I might need to take advantage of the lifetime guarantee. Nate, you ain't never seen a brake job before? Yeah. It's funny, when I was painting the wheels the other night, somebody said, I can see all the the paint, paint fumes and dust. You're breathing it all in. I hadn't really noticed till he said something. All right. Let's put these on. Actually, I might. No, we're gonna do it like that. All right, so guys, they say, hold on. I sure hope that didn't run all out yet. Crap. Whoops. I had to top off the brake fluid, guys. It's running out. Come on. There we go. All right, so guys, they say not to reuse these crush washers. I'm gonna reuse them, and if it leaks, then I'll put some other ones on. Where's my screwdriver at? Looking for my flathead. My flathead. I was saying earlier, I've got these nice little rubber, or not rubber, these clamps that are made to squeeze the rubber brake line, and I'm a little apprehensive to use them because of how old this is, and I'm worried that your rubber has a shelf life. I'm worried it'll like collapse the inside of the hose, and it won't be any good. And then I'll have to replace it. I really don't want to spend any more money. Hey, if you guys got any car questions about anything else, something you're fighting with, or a question you have on your car, now's the time to ask it. I don't have any employees here running around, having fires for me to put out. Where did I put? Oh. It's kind of weird being in here not having all that go on. Somebody's gonna frown upon this. That's okay. They can do whatever they want in their shop on their cars. Gotta have the touch. We'll see if this is leaking now. Throw our brake pads on. Give it a little blast off. You know, one of the things that drives me nuts is people that they say, all you gotta do is plug your computer into it. Dude, that's not what you have to do. No, I didn't run out of fluid, it just got low. Fortunately, I got a really nice pressure bleeder. So when that does happen, just put the pressure bleeder on it. And I was gonna do that anyways with this. So it's one of the things that's nice about having all the right tools. It's like like the new kids on the block, and I got the right stuff. All right, hey, listen, guys, if you're ever getting, you don't need to put a bunch of goop and stuff on the backside of your pads and on here. They don't have that stuff when it leaves the factory. So if you're having to do that, you probably just got really cheap pads. Where did I put the? That's what I thought. All right. That's weird. This is kind of wild, man. The way this goes on here, this one here just kind of floats. It's a floater. Slide this bad boy in. Oh, it's a tight fit. That's a really tight fit. See if we can get a little bit more out of the out of that piston, because that's tight. There it is. There it is. Give me a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Ooh, as Billy Madison would say, ooh, that's nice. Put these little guys back on. Like I said, you shouldn't have to put a bunch of goop on here or something and stuff. If you want to use something like that, just use some dielectric grease. It works fine. But a lot of these, I see a lot of these kits, or I've worked for places that said, Griff, you got to put that, that goop on there, or these pads won't stop. They won't be quiet. They'll make noise. But why don't you stop buying those cheap Wagner pads? Give the customer something good. You won't have that problem. Well, we couldn't do that. We get a kickback on these. That's the truth. Boop. And boop. There it is. All right. You might say something. Yeah. During that video of broadcast in Mexico, we can't discuss why GE had to stop manufacturing appliances in Mexico, or say black in Spanish, because English games in favor of doing. Odin, you're on the right track tonight, aren't you? I don't. Where else is the engine block going to be built at? If you got a Japanese car, get one that's built in Japan. But I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't put too much stock in it being, worried about being built in Mexico. Like, what are the other options? All right, let's go to the other side. Let's spray that off. We're gonna hit this in with a pressure washer anyway, so I want to get all this extra crap off of here. It's got 50 years of buildup on it. Oh my goodness! Look at that. It's all it's chunky. It's very chunky. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna blast that with the pressure washer and some degreaser. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's knock that out. Then we can put the wheels back on this. They're nice and painted. What sucks, I meant to get new black lug nuts. I didn't. So I'll have to figure that out later. Toss this. Put these on the other side. All right, let's get ready to move to the other side. That's trash. All right, let's go. Which way are we gonna go? Guess we'll go this way. Yeah, it's unfortunately nowadays it seems like you can't say anything without someone getting offended, and it gets even worse though because people don't know the meaning of words. Let me give you an example. Someone says, "That's racist." I don't want to give an example. I don't want to get canceled. I haven't even got started. But if someone says, I don't know, somebody come up with something that somebody called racist. Um, um, dude, what is it? Iron Eagle, Three Eagle, the Eagle Empire. Uh, yeah, dude, I already had the. I'm going to use a pressure bleeder to go ahead and bleed the whole system. Uh, yeah, it's and when I initially compressed the piston, I only had to get a little bit more out of it. I had it like disconnected from the car, so yeah. And I was talking about what Odin was saying. The people say that's racist, and it's not even a racist comment. Racism is to say you're better than somebody strictly based on color. So that comment that Roseanne Barr made about that tight fit made about that one person she got canceled. That wasn't a racist comment. It may have been rude, but it wasn't racist. But our media perpetrates it as she's racist. That's the media is supposed to be something that keeps our government in check. Now it's an arm of the government, dude. There's all propaganda. Right here. I gotta get my AC units on me. Well, not AC, swamp cooler units. They blow cold. What else are we talking about? The Eagle. You do whatever you want in your shop. All I know is that I don't really have any comebacks, and my customers really love me. So I'm gonna keep doing what I do. That being said, I try to learn something new all the time. Where did I? Try to give you guys a good shot of this. All right. So go ahead and turn the wheel back the other way. I was surprised this had a steering column lock. I thought that started after the 70s. Thought that was like an 80s thing. All right. Oh, you know what, guys? Let me go ahead and I'll bring the camera around the other side so you can see it a little better. Get out what I need now. What do I need here? I need this. I need this. I'm saying what I need. You guys remember that movie, The Jerk? Steve Martin's like, I need this and this. That's all I need. And this and this. That's all I need. He's got like an ashtray and a bowling ball. It's a bunch of stuff he doesn't need. All right, so. Oh, I am gonna. Ah, man. So I scuffed up the backside of the other one. And I took the caliper off to do it. Well, I guess we'll do that again. That's fine. We'll do it again. I'm gonna bring it around this side. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me get the tools that I need for the job. I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, so hey, Odin, just do me a favor, man. Watch the language in case my kids tune in and want to see this. All right, so Let's make it age appropriate, for all ages, okay? All right, David. David, I'll walk you through what we're doing here, all right? Just hold on. Let me try to catch up with some of these comments. All right, David, so check it out, man. This is your disc rotor, your brake disc rotor. This big shiny, well, it's not shiny right now, but that's the rotor. Sorry, I'm trying to get the comments pulled up so I can see it. I got to get that add-on thing so it'll just read them to me. So that's your rotor. Yeah, I can't. This here is your brake caliper, not to be confused with your caliper bracket. So first, let's get this thing blowed off. It's got 50 years of crap on it. Just so I can put a light on that. Got a little light on here, and try to get some light on here for you so you can see a little there. It's a little bit better. All right, so I can't spend a lot of time doing camera because I'm cutting in at family time today because we're trying to get this thing ready for Father's Day weekend. So we're gonna take these two bolts off. That's what actually bolts the caliper to the caliper bracket. All right. Take that off. I said earlier, you don't need to put a bunch of grease and stuff all over your brake pads or your hardware. That's a misnomer. When this stuff came off the factory, and especially your guys' newer cars, when it comes off the factory line, it doesn't have all that crap on there. They say to do that because they make the pads, your brake parts cheap now, and they don't want you to bring them back or complain about it. So they say, oh, you got to put all this stuff on there. You don't need to do all that. So don't just buy good stuff. I highly recommend just getting Accubono brake pads and rotors. That's who makes the pads and rotors for the manufacturer most of the time. And that's why it says OE manufacturer right there on the setup, right? So we're just prying this off. Now here, some people may disagree with this. That's fine. They can do whatever they want at their shop. Right in here, I've got the piston. I'm going to just pry and push it back. And what I was just pushing back was this here's a piston that pushes out whenever you hit the brakes, all right? And it makes the pads squeeze. These are your pads. There's a pad. There's a pad in here. So when you push it, it squeezes the there you go, this way. It squeezes the rotor. That's how your brakes work. So we've got that pushed back. Blow out this area. And look, I'm not replacing the rotors on these because they're a real pain to do, and they are thick enough. So, but we are just going to scuff up the outside or the what do you call it? The grabbing surface of it to get some of this rust off. And to do that, just get yourself a little. If you don't have one of these, just get a piece of 3M. That's all this little disc is one of those. You just go through. You just gotta clean that stuff off, all right? And this doesn't do this isn't a grinder, man. It's not gonna take off material and stuff and have it be uneven. Now, if it turns out that the rotor is warped, then I will replace them. And you know it's warped when you hit the brakes. You go like this. You're all shaking like a leaf on a tree. That's how you know that it's warped. And I haven't been able to do that yet because I had it towed down to the shop, and the tires were less than desirable. Now we get the backside. All right, there we go. All right. Man, I don't know if I can read all these guys. Sorry, I need something that actually tells me like what they say. Caneth. What's a caneth? Hey Ken, what's up? Guys, man, I don't know if I can read all these. Uh, guys, I wish I could go through and try to read. Oh man, that's not the brake clean. Dang it. There's the brake clean. Uh, uh, Ken, what? I'm not sure what number you called. I mean, we're closed today. Um, no, uh, okay. Ken, it's going well. I don't do Saturday shows because just so, I think you knew this, just because it's family time. But we're trying to get this ready for Father's Day weekend. All right, hey guys, I said, man. Oh, wrong button. Guys, I'm not sure how many times I have to say this. It's this channel is about helping people out, try to encourage one another. You know, you guys have differences, you have differences, but uh, I don't. This is not a platform uh, for you guys to attack each other and stuff like that. So knock it off. So put that back over there. All right. Okay. No. Um, oh, you got just let's. We're gonna say something political. I'll say it. But, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about something else like donkeys. What do you guys think of donkeys? That was the best thing I could come up with on the fly. That sucks. All right, grab your new pads, put them on here. This one here, I call this a floating pad because see, it's floating. It's like, hey, I'm floating around. Must be nice. I'd like to defy gravity. Okay, this just tucks right here, and okay. Uh, what? All right, Odin, just take a breath for a minute, dude. You gotta just let's just chill out. All right. Let's try to talk about, I like talking about everything. Some things we aren't meant for, not everybody wants to talk about. And while I support free speech, I'm free not to hear it too. So uh, let's just take it easy. Thanks, Ken. Ken, you tried to call it my shop? Is that what you were saying? Uh, I'll tell you, you want to talk about something that ticks me off, man. I'm really passionate about how this industry is messed up. It's uh, we're not going to need that. It's it's abusing, it's for all practical purposes, it's raping the technician. And I really don't see how kids are going to want to come into this field, you know, knowing knowing the truth. And I've been telling them the truth. I had a kid the other day from like Idaho or something. His name is Steve. I was like, dude, let me tell you the truth about this industry. He hasn't come back yet. Feel bad about that. All right, there we go. That's done. We got to bleed these out now. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Got a special tool for that. If let's go grab my other tool thing. So Ken, if you go to actionautomotiveservice.com, that's the website. Speaking of which, some stuff I want changed on there. Let's grab the. Oops. Let's. You know what? I don't know if it'll work with this. Let's find out. Let's go get it. Let's go this way. All right. Welcome to my shop, those new people. Check it out. This is what we got going on here. The shop God's blessed me with. Come on this way. There's my Suburban. What's up, John? How you doing? My big bad toolbox. We're coming around this way, and whoop, there it is. All right, so this and this. Here up the cart. Take it back. What do you mean? USA service? What's USA service? USA service? Oh. Look, man, you guys want to hear the truth about car repair? If you want to know what you should be asking your mechanic when he says he put your wheel bearing on, just tune in here, join the membership. If you want to help me get my big bad Winnebago going, and I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you what you should be asking your mechanic, because a lot of times people are getting ripped off because they're uninformed. You want to get informed? You tune in here. You want to get ripped off? Go somewhere else. So check this out. All right, so we got to use a pressure bleeder here. We're gonna put this out. Here we go. Like I said earlier, I don't have a lot of time to be. Dang it. Hold on. Figures. This master kit doesn't come with. That sucks, man. Guess I'm really surprised by that. Of course, this has the old school setup on it, and that's not going to work. Wow, that's a bummer. So I guess we'll go ahead and just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm really surprised about that. Yeah, wow, that sucks. So this master cylinder has, the old, kind of oval lid, and I'll show you what I mean. So it has a lid like this, and that master kit, which made by Mighty Vac, which is a great company, doesn't include this. So I think BG does make an adapter for this, but I don't have time to do that. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you what you can do if you're at home and you don't want to spend $600. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think that was $400. You don't want to spend a bunch of money on uh, a kit. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the top loose. That way it's gonna want to flow better. And we're gonna gravity bleed the brakes. So here's how that works. Come back here to the left rear. What is this? What is hmm. uh, oh, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. Um, guys, what we're gonna do is there's a little service. It's called a bleeder valve on the back of these, and I'll try to show you what it looks like here in just a second. But what you want to do, you always want to hit them with some PP blast first, so it'll be loosened, hopefully loosened up, especially if it's as old as this thing is. You don't want it to break off when you go to take it out, which could happen. If it does, worst case is you got to buy either a new caliper or a new wheel cylinder. So we're going to hope that it does not break and pop them loose here. Grab my cart. So I'm coming right around there, guys. I'm going to bring the cart, and I'm going to need to grab an extension cord for the swamp coolers because I'm getting hot. Need to put them on me. Put the heat off me, man. So when it comes to time to bleed, you want to typically go from the left rear, then right rear, then right front, then left front. So yeah, left rear, right rear. That's it. I'm moving the cooler around. Just bear with me a second here, guys, so I can try to cool down. Man, my shop doesn't have AC. Not in here. I just got it up front for the customers. And then I'll try to show you exactly what I'm talking about with these bleeder valves. Somebody's calling the shop. Is that you, Ken? I can't see the message board right now, so I really don't feel like answering the shop phone for customers on Saturdays. My time on Saturday. There we go. And all right, now so check this out, guys. I'll show you what this bleeder valve looks like. So you know what we'll do? We'll raise this lift up some so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So let me back this up for a sec. So you want to start at the farthest point. That's why you do it in that order. Now, some vehicles will have a different procedure, like Audi. We had an Audi recently that I always try to look up what the spec is first because I want to do it right. And yeah, Audi was, I think it said use the left. Oh, that's not good. Oh gosh, there's another one. I just painted those too. It's always something, guys. I always try to look at the procedure first so that I'll know if, because I don't want to make a mistake and then be like, oh crap, if I would have just read about it first, I wouldn't have made that mistake. So that's what I like to do. How bad that messed it up. I think that one was going to go on the inside anyways. Yeah, that one's going to go on the inside anyways. That's okay. I'll tell you what, guys, this thing is coming along really, really nice. I know it doesn't. I know it looks just like an old RV, you know, like homeless people live in. But when you see the inside, you guys are gonna be like, "Damn, Griff, that turned out nice." Let me grab a. I'm gonna grab a 6-point. I think it's a 3/8, a 6-point socket, because a lot of times these are pretty tight, and you don't want to round it off. You want to get a good bite. And like I said earlier, worst case is it breaks, and then I've got to replace the wheel cylinder. And if it breaks up front, you got to replace the other thing, the caliper. Crap, man. I don't think, I'm not sure if I have a, I've lost quite a few of my standard deep sockets. So I guess I need to buy a couple. I don't like the standard sizes, guys. That's the fractional sizes. I like the round numbers, you know. Let's see here. So, yep, I think it's a 3/8. Let's see. Yep, it's 3/8. So let's see if I can get you guys a view of this. I'm looking for a way to get this in there. So, oh, here we go. So we're under the RV now in the back, and I'm trying to get you guys set up so you can see the bleeder valve I'm talking about. And when we get to the front, I'll show you a couple tricks that you can do to bleed it easily, even if you're all by yourself. Oh yeah, I'll show you all the tricks. So why isn't that flash on? So all right, guys. So right up in here, that's our bleeder valve. I'm going to show you. Let me grab one other tool, and we'll bleed these out. I need that, and wow, man, guys, I don't think I have at least, you know, I can't find it. I can't find the 3/8. Yeah, that sucks. So let's use this and this. That might not work, actually. I'm looking for what I want to use to do this. It's like usually whenever I go do a job, I typically have I have an idea exactly what tool I want to use for each job. So, all right, guys, here we are. So right here, that's the bleeder valve. Oh, wait, hold on. I may have brought. No, I didn't bring it. You got this laser pointer at the antique store. It's got some really like neat little images that it uses. So, oh, sweet, nice. I got a 6-point that would fit. This is you're gonna snap on one. That's great. Set this over here. So hope you guys can see this right here. Put my 6-point on there. And oh, that came loose nice and easy. Now, you just have it open and you let it sit like that for a bit until the gravity has it start draining out. Oh, it's starting to drip. Nice already. That's great. Guys, as far as the comments go, I'll do my best to try to keep up. But as it says in the description, this is it's a Saturday, obviously, and I'm trying to I'm trying to get this thing ready for Father's Day weekend. We've never had a vacation. We'd really like one. I know I would. So now there's another trick to this that we can do. I'm going to grab a vacuum sucker. I'm going to put that on the end and let it start trying to pull some through. Oh, where's my good vacuum sucker? Is that it? Oh, this is my good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right. So I need that. And I'm looking for the other piece I like to use with this. This guy here. There we go. And let's go ahead and pop that on. I'm just getting a little kit together, guys. Something. Usually I use that pressure bleeder, which is awesome. Unfortunately, pressure bleeder doesn't have the size that we need. So we're going to use this. And we'll just go like this. Boop, got that. You guys will see what I'm talking about here in just a second, right? So we're going to put this back here. And put this in there. Take this over here. All right, so I've got a vacuum sucker here. And what's cool is that it's like a vacuum cleaner. It's like, you start sucking. And we're going to go ahead and suck the fluid through. So kind of make it want to come through a little faster. And this is great to eliminate air bubbles and stuff. Now that being said, if you have a newer vehicle, with analog brakes, the vacuum sucker will not get all that out. For that, you need to you'll need let me back up. If you replace the ABS pump on your vehicle, you're going to need a scan tool to help bleed that out. That will not just bleed out easy because you have to activate the ABS pump. So I think now I'm going to hop up top. Actually, I'm going to lower this down just a little bit. I don't want to mess my gimbal up either. I was fortunate enough to afford this thing. Well, hopefully you guys got a pretty good look at that. I got to move this out of here. I'll move it out after I do this for it. So I just filled the master cylinder a little bit ago. So it should, hopefully I don't run out. I've got it up a little too high in the air to check it right away, but you go ahead and grab your vacuum sucker. And a lot of times I like to open this almost as far as possible so that it can flow easy. And we'll shove that on there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. Go ahead and hit which way vacuum. And it starts to suck that out. While that's sucking, I'm gonna hop up top here, make sure that I got plenty of fluid in here. I do. Because you don't want to suck it down so low and end up draining the master cylinder. So while that's sucking out, I'm gonna go ahead and keep an eye on how much fluid I'm getting into the uh, the belly of the belly, in my belly of the sucker. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and pop this out of here. There's our sucker. It's sucking it up. I'll try to look at some questions here in a sec. Oops. Or comments. See if there's anything I need to talk about. All right, well, that's sucking. I'm going to go around here. I'll show you what we do. Come around here. Now, I'm going to hop up, make sure that oh, yeah, we got plenty of fluid in there. So, a lot of times what can happen now is this fluid's old. There may be, it's not supposed to be, but there may be a little chunkage in there, and it may not be dripping, coming out right now. So, let's go have a look. All right, so I just took this off, and I want to see if it's still dripping. It doesn't look like it, which means sometimes you got to give it just a minute. But I got a trick for this. All right. So it's not dripping right now. So we got to give it a little help, guys. Just a little help. Uh-oh. Oh, let me see something. Let me have a look at this real quick. Oh. All right, hold on, guys. Oh, we were actually lower on fluid than I thought. That's my bad. Dang it. So, as I was saying before, you don't want to run out of fluid. And I got right about there. So I may have sucked some air in. If that's the case, we'll just bleed it out. So check it out. If I did suck some air in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, I'm going to hop up there, and I'm going to push the brake pedal down. I'm not going to let it up. I'm just going to push it down. I'll come back down here, I'll tighten it up, and then I'll let the brake pedal up. Then I'll come back down here, I'll open up again, see if it starts dripping out. Let's find out. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So here's what I mean by this, guys. This is how you bleed. This is how you bleed brakes by yourself, especially if you know you got air in the system. This is how we do it. Move this. We'll go around the front. We'll go around the front. Check it out. And here's what I mean. So we're gonna come around to the front. This is how you bleed brakes by yourself. So remember, we don't want to suck any air in. We just want to push stuff out. So I need to lower this thing. It's a little too tall. It's a little too tall. All right. So really bad shag interior. Check it out. So we're gonna come up here and oh good, I set it right here. You guys see our brake pedal right there? Got a brake pedal right here. Hop up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push the brake down. We use our brake pedal depressor here. It's this guy. I'm gonna jam it up against here. I'm just gonna push this all the way down. Don't let it come back up. You just want to push it down. As far as it'll go. There we go. So we've pushed it down. And we're keeping it down. Don't let it up with when you have the system open. So we come back down here. Go back over to where you're at. You do this all yourself, man. Now, I'll tighten up the bleeder. Come back in here. Tighten it up. Come back over to the front. I'm gonna hop up here and make sure that I still got a good level. I do. And then it's almost the same process, only this time you gotta take the brake pedal depressor out. So come back over here. There we go. Once we're back over here, we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Boop. Comes back up. And we're not gonna pump it up yet because I'd like to have it gravity bled first before I start pumping. I don't really want to move that air around the system yet if it's not all out. It's just gonna be easier if it gravity bleeds first. Go ahead, we're gonna pop it out now. I got nothing yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I just did. And you guys will be able to see right down here, you'll see if a bunch of fluids comes out, which would be good because that'll mean we got it going. We got it going. You get anything? Not yet. We will. Hold on. Oh, you know what? That's my bad. Dang it. All right, now we'll try it again. So I'm loosening this up again. Push that brake pedal down again. There we go. Trying to get all this fluid out of here, dude. Did we get anything, guys? Doesn't look like it. That's not good. Nope. All right. I'm going to go over there and pump it up. Then try the same thing. Going to pump it up. All right, so I pumped it all up. Now I'm going to open it up. I heard some air come out. Now I'm going to go ahead and push it down and hold it with the bleeder open. Wow, man. That's a little bit of a bummer. I wasn't expecting it to be that tight or that, that much air in there. So I hope this doesn't take me longer than I planned on. Anyways, it's always something. Let me see how much I got left in the master cylinder. Oh, wow. So, guys, we can probably get one more out of it. It's went down quite a bit, which means it's taking up that, that air. Obviously, this is way easier with two people. But if you don't have two people, this is what you can do. And it's one of the reasons, like, I think people, didn't like working, working with me sometimes because I was all about no excuses. Got, figure it out, make something happen. And this isn't some genius idea. In fact, it takes a while, but it is a way to do this that allows you to get it done by yourself. Part of the reason I got to get this thing out of here. For Monday morning, we got a lot coming in. I got a lot to do. I'm going to check the level again, make sure that it's still got fluid. Yeah, it sucks. Ooh. I really wish that I had the pressure bleeder tool for this to make it a lot easier. I don't even have something I could engineer to make work for this. Um, is this? I got another idea if I don't make any more progress with this. Hold on. Make sure this is closed before I pump it up. The last thing I want is actually, inadvertently introduce a bunch more air into the system. Perk, you're welcome. Keep climbing up in this thing. Woo. Feels like I'm starting to get a pedal again, so let me we're gonna open this up again. The nice thing is this is such a simple system, guys. There's not a whole lot to this. Oh, there's some fluid. Oh, I had a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and push it down and hold it. See if I get a decent stream out of there. Check my level. Level is good. Oh man, got some little smudges here. My bad Winnebago. I gotta clean that off. All right, so here we go. I'm pushing down. Hopefully we get something coming out. Oh, I see some drippage. Now I'm gonna tighten it up. You'll see how it feels. Oh yeah, we're getting a pedal now. We're getting a pedal. Pedal to the metal. Whoop, whoop. I'm gonna try it one more time and let it. Man, I'm gonna have to take my shirt off here in a second. I'm getting hot. I'm getting some drippage, man. Hey Ken, I wish you were here the other night, man. This dude was calling me a meth head and stuff. It's like, come on, man. I told him, I said, I've had a couple people actually apologize to me for saying that. But then this one dude, Tyson James, he chimed in. He's one of those people. All right, guys. See that drippage we got going on? Drippage. It's good, man. It's a good thing. You want to have some drippage right now. Just showing that it's coming out. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Tighten this up. Remember, I'm tightening it up because I'm about to undo the brake pedal. The brake pedal's going to go. We don't want it to suck in air back here. That won't be good. All right. All right, so I'm going to do this next one a little differently. I am going to pop this open. And then we're going to go ahead and come up here to the front. Oh, bang. Well, there's a little too much. Huh. Now, guys, I've noticed that the reservoir for the front is going down some, and I wonder if that's, yep, it's leaking. Dang it. That's because I reused the washers for this front hose. So what we're going to do is two things. One, I'm going to hook up the vacuum sucker back there to go ahead and suck some through. And then before I do anything else, I will replace those washers. So let me go ahead and grab another thing of brake fluid. Ah, whew. Hey, man, when do you guys want to buy me lunch or something, dude? I'm hungry. I'm serious, man. Just put it into Grubhub. Have it sent over to the shop for me. I like Philly cheesesteak. And you guys could do that if somebody wanted to. I'm sorry I'm not able to check all the comments, guys, or the chat. It's good. I've just, like I said earlier, I've got to get this done so we can try to use it for Father's Day weekend. All right, I'm gonna hook up the vacuum sucker again, guys. And whew, I'm gonna run over here, make sure it doesn't suck it down too far. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at the master cylinder. I'm watching the level in it. I can show you guys real quick. Guys, I'm looking for help with someone to help me manage the YouTube channel. You know, like go through the live videos and make shorts. So this one here, this is our rear for the rear brakes, and this one here's for the front brakes. And I noticed this one was going down some, but I wasn't bleeding that. So sure enough, the washers that I reuse are leaking. This one here is the back, and this will start going down as we have the vacuum sucker hooked up right there. So let me go ahead and hop up here, keep an eye on that. And then maybe while I'm watching that, I can check the check some of the comments. If you guys got any questions, dude, now's the time to ask, guys. It's, I can answer them while I'm doing this. But that's taking a while. I'm going to open the bleeder valve a little bit more so it'll go a little faster. And I just pop that off and it's down my face. In the face. Look over here, check this. What do we got here? Yeah, so Jonathan, I've got a really nice pressure bleeder. It doesn't have, this old school style cap to use with it, or I would be using that. Um, I use an ex-wife method. Oh, Bebop, that's funny, dude. Hey, Chevy, what's up? What's up, dude? I look like I'm Breaking Bad meth cooking with this bad boy, huh? People definitely call me a meth head now. That's funny. I'm gonna grab a new headlight real quick while that's sucking down. Guys, you know what? I think it's about time to take the shirt off, man. I'm getting hot. I'm not getting hot. I'm hot. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Still sucking down. Yeah, I'm burning up, guys. I gotta – 'cause, 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 'c I'll take my shirt off here in a second. I'm burning up. I gotta go find my headband so I can put my microphone on it. I'll be right back. Still good, guys. Still good. This thing blowing on me nice. Woo! There we go. Get this one plugged in. All right, guys. Now sometimes you'll have somehow you get some debris in your brake fluid, and it'll be this will stop flowing. Let's just check that real quick. Oh, dude, we're still flowing. We're still flowing. What I'm talking about. We got this thing good and blay. Come on. Get on there. Um, uh, come on. There we go. I definitely don't want it to run empty. I'm gonna turn this other fan on too. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. I'm talking about the fan. What are you guys doing today? Uh, Jesse Pink, man. I think I'm better looking than Jesse Pink. Who am I kidding? I know I'm better looking than Jesse Pink. Uh, right. Oh, NASCAR. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got the fan on. Uh, I know. Thank you, Bebop God. Thank you. We're gonna suck a little bit more out of here. I'm gonna go grab those washers for the brake line up front. Hmm. Go. One of these will work. All right. Got some washers here. Check this. All right. So here's what I like to do. We're gonna come over here to the back. I pop off the hose. for the sucker line. I usually pop it up, kind of go like this so it'll not dripping out the end. Oh, that's funny. You gotta be kidding me, man. Dude, guys, I knew something was funky, man. Let's do something. Hold on. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's really sucking now. All right, so what I do is after I pull the that sucker off, I will. I'm going to top this back off, and I'm going to. I let the line go ahead and in the back, I let it gravity bleed again. And then I'll shut it. So I don't just shut the bleeder as soon as I pull that off. I go ahead, let it drip for a little bit, and then shut it. All right. Whew. I like to get a pretty good drip going. I'm going to move this fan over here. Hey, Tyson. Hey, are you still there, Tyson? My buddy Tyson. Crap, I got to grab a extension cord. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. This here, no, it's not. Tyson and Bebop, you guys still there? And shoot, Ken, you still there? I got a serious question to ask you guys. Put this on here. There we go. All right, we got a good solid drip here. I'm going to go ahead, tighten this up. All right, got that tightened up. Hit it with some brake clean. There it is. I'm going to start with Ken. Okay, so I'm curious. Hey, so Bebop God, why you've been? I think you've been watching me the longest. I don't mean today. I mean just tune into the channel. But why? Why do you tune in? What is it about this channel that you watch? Why you watch it? Just curious why. I'd like to know what I'm doing right. We got that now, guys. We're gonna replace these washers that I reused. Oh, okay. Where are you at, Bebop? I knew you told me before. I think you said Florida or something. So I reused the washers on here because I was too lazy to go get them. Now I'm, now I got to redo it. But you guys will see part of this. Springfield, Massachusetts. All right. Bebop, have I shown you anything that you're like, oh, I didn't know that? I feel like I don't really give out a lot. I don't feel like I give out a lot of tricks on this doing the live thing, but maybe I do. Yeah. Okay, Tyson. I was asking you too. Tyson, what what made you come back after after your initial feelings? So I'm just gonna pop this off, this line off, because it's leaking, because I didn't replace the washers. I know, it's my fault. No one to blame but myself. No one to blame but me. It's me! It's me! So, alright, so let's pop this off. And let's see what size we have. At least they came off easy. A lot of times, guys, they like stick on here. I hate when that happens. So let's see what size we have. Look at my assortment here. My storehouse assortment. It's the storehouse. I got it in stock, man. That's something my occasional co-host Mark says. Is all in stock. Speaking of which, guys, I'm trying to help Mark out, man, but sometimes, man, sometimes it's hard to help certain people, dude. They don't want to help themselves. Uh, that's not quite big enough. Figures. This one here. Let's see. That looks too big. How did this one? Nope. It wasn't any bigger. All right. All right. Those aren't big enough. So guys, you can use it. As far as I know, I've had good luck with this. You can use an aluminum one if you don't have the copper one. Hopefully one of these is the right size. Now hold on. This here, I mean, that was a nice collared fit, dude. I don't know that sucks. Let me go see if I have anything else. I may have some in my box. It's not a man. Figures, man. Crap. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check something here. Let me go try to see if I can find another one. These aren't going to work. I'd have to drill out this copper one, which I might do. Dang it. And see what we got. Come on, Griff. Come on. Another pack here. See if these ones will work. Uh-oh. Oh, what's that? Oh man, I just made a mess. Dang it. Figures, guys. These are all unbelievable. It's just my luck. All right. Let me see what else we got here. Nope, that won't work. Okay, well, that's a real humdinger. Tank Hill would say, that's a real humdinger. Here's what I'm going to do. If I was a smart man, and I am, this is what I would do. Somebody out there is going to appreciate this. All right. Hold on, guys. Right there. As soon as I come up, show you with my plan of attack. Oh man, where'd that go? I'm almost there, guys. I gotta find the answer here. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, this one. This. Okay, I got an answer. Sorry about the delay. I did come up with an answer. You know what? I'm probably gonna. It is what it is. I'm gonna pinch this off. I'm hoping it doesn't, really damage the inside of the hose. It might not. So, okay, check it out. To stop the flow, we'll grab one of these. I didn't use this earlier because I was really worried about collapsing the inside of this permanently. Pretty big chance. And I'm doing it just enough until it stops. Okay. That slows it down enough. Then make sure my level is good, that I didn't lose too much. Whew. Guys, I got nervous that time. I started looking up here, and I had to look for a little while before I saw fluid. All right, now for the fun part. I got a special treat for you guys. It's how you make things happen, all right? Eye of the tiger, right? That's what they say. So I can't find the exact right fit, and I definitely want it to be a good tight grip around the bolt. So you guys can see here, it's nice and tight. All right. The closest one I had was not nice and tight, and the next size is too small. So what do? Well, make things happen. Here's what I mean. We're gonna need this. We need that, and let me show you. Let me show you what you do to make things happen. Wow, this way. Take a look at this cool old Mercedes. I'll tell you what. Guess who diagnosed that bad boy? It was me. A big bad toolbox. A Super Flow fender cover. Remember Days of Thunder? Super Flow. So here's what we're gonna do. Guarantee you're not gonna see this at every shop. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not big enough, dude. So what I'm gonna do is try this. All right, let me turn that down. I'm gonna get shut off. All right. All right. So This is the next size up. So 13, 30 seconds. Same fractional sizes. All right. Yeah, I started with the very next size that was, the very size that up from what it was. It was nice and slow. This here. Now I believe we got 2 more sizes to go. Can I thread that? Can I thread the needle? Size at 16. Hold on. Let me see. Grab this. Go ahead. Let's try to just work this through here. All right. You got one. We'll blow it off with compressed air and everything because we don't want any of those shavings to hold. Oh, wait. That's not going to work. Dang it. We got peel that piece up. Crap. Let's see if I'm gonna take this over to the wire wheel and see if it'll knock that off. It's copper, so it's soft. Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Huh. I just dropped it. Where'd it go? Oh no, I need that. Oh, there it is. I got it. Plug this back in. I got a little burr on this, and I want to go ahead and get that off. Dang it. Just one thing. Oh, here. Let me try this first. Where'd that go? Copper's soft, so I'm going to try to give this a little woogle. And there it is. That back in there. We might, you know what? See if that's going to work. We're going to put the, oh, there's one larger. We don't got to fight it. Hmm. Since I had to pinch it in here, it's a little oblong. I think it's going to be okay. Oh. All right. Oh, he's got a shoulder there at the end. Glad I caught that. All right. We're going to call this our test piece. Try to give him the other two. Man, I can't believe I have. It's too tight to make it work with what it is. I'm going to try this. I wonder if I do them together, if I can get both at the same time. Maybe not. You know, we'll find out. All right. Try this again. All right. Man, I put myself under so much pressure, guys. I want to get this done. Damn. Dang it. Man. All right. All right. Maybe. So I bought these Mac drill bits, right? And the Mac tool guy's like, yeah, I have a lifetime guarantee. He's like, yeah, as long as the lifetime Mac tool truck comes around. Guess who doesn't come around anymore? Mac. I believe this was the size that we needed. Oh, so it should be that last one. Okay, cool. So let's see if that's going to fit. Yeah. Let's turn it up a little. All right. Now, well, we're gonna find out if this works. It's a tight fit. All right, let me grab one more. We'll, sure, let's do that. I don't have the iPad right here with me, guys, or that's why I'm not responding to anything. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's Saturday, so I'm trying to get this done so we can go to family time. We're trying to get this thing done for Father's Day weekend. You know what? Let's back it up one. Give us every opportunity to have this work. All right. There's one. We're drilling this out because they don't have, well, the assortment I have does not have the correct size washer for the banjo bolt. Now, since this doesn't have to go over the shoulder, this might work the way it is. Yep. I want to make that just a tiny bit bigger, guys. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Just a little wee bit. Wee bit and wee bit. Nope. Actually, tightened it up some on here, made it a little bit more oblong. All right. I'm just going to screw this through here. I know I got to unscrew it, but I want to make sure that it's ready to go when I get over to the back over to the car. There we go. All right. Let's see if it's gonna work. There's a tiny burr here on the inside. I'm trying to get this burr off the side, and a lot of times when you run back through it, you may be able to get it knocked off. All right, let's try it out, guys. Let me put this away, because if this doesn't work out, I'll just go buy the correct ones. It was worth a shot. All right. $400, man. Guy didn't even come by, man. He took the money and ran. All right. Let's go. That big bad Suburban. This one here. I put a nice backup camera in it. Oh, dude, it looks sweet. So sweet. All right. Oh, 246, man. All right. Put this little guy here. Okay. I'm just threading it through that washer, so I have enough to get it onto the Come on. All right. We got it through here. Let's go ahead and see if I was able to save myself a trip to the store. Get this tightened up. And then we can finish bleeding the brakes, put the tires on. I was really hoping to get I was really hoping to put the gas tank back in it today. I um, I was able to clean up the uh, not a potentiometer, I guess you could call it that, but I was able to clean up the how level sensor reads, and I got it to work. So when I go to put that back on, I'll show you guys exactly kind of what I did and save myself a trip. Well, the trip to the post office, and save myself some money from paying somebody to rebuild it. I just rebuild it myself. I was like, yeah, I could do that. Having a hard time getting the threads to start here. Come on. Or maybe I just didn't have it straight. I tried this angle that I thought was crooked. It started going in. No threads like new threads. I'm just kidding. Don't be that guy. Whatever you do, don't be that guy. All right. All right. Gosh, that hurt. That didn't feel good. All right, let's tighten this bad boy up. And that's tight. Let's see if it leaks. Of course, here's what we're going to do. We're taking this off, and I don't want to know right away, especially if it's bad news. So we'll just go back and do that leave the other side right now. Let's go. Check it out. We're going to take our vacuum sucker. We're going to take this over to the other side and hook it up to the actually, you guys can see it from here. Here you go. You're not going to be able to see the oh, well, maybe not see it from here. Nah, we're not going to do it. You guys hang out up here with me. I'm going to go hook the vacuum sucker up, and then we'll keep an eye on our master cylinder. And get it sucked out. Go ahead. If you're just joining us, working on the Winnebago, we're using this nice vacuum sucker to suck it out. And then we're going to put the, once we're done, we'll put the wheels on. Nice, handsome wheels that I painted myself. But did a nice job. Of course I did. It's kind of the only kind of work I do. So we let this bleeder valve sit with some PB Blast on it at first. Just pop it open. I'm not seeing any. Oh, there it comes. Go ahead. Put our sucker on here. So I'm attaching the sucker to the nipple or bleeder valve. That's industry term. Not trying to get anybody upset. Put it on there. Set it on vacuum. Woo! All right, now while that's sucking, you want to keep an eye on our master cylinder. Make sure that it doesn't go dry or empty. What I mean is this right here. So here's our master cylinder. Oops, sorry guys. I gotta make sure it doesn't go dry. I gotta get it. Come on, Griff, go, go, go. All right, sorry about that. Here's what I was talking about. This here's our master. Oh, where are you going? Come on. This here's our master cylinder. And we want to make sure this doesn't go dry while we're sucking the fluid out. So keep an eye on this. And once it gets to the bottom, I'll go ahead and when it gets to the bottom, we'll take it off the thing in the back, off the feeder valve. I'm going to take it off the back now. And when I take it off the back, guys, I'm gonna let it just start to drip for a bit, and then I'll close it. I like to make sure I got it all out, or you get a good suck on it. Then we let it gravity bleed for a little bit, and then we'll shut it down. Let's clean this off over here. Let's clean off the back side of this, and we'll pump it up probably, see if we got any leaks. We'll see if my custom, what's it called? A custom washer worked. Dom123, you've been up for a few, mate. Nah, I did go to bed last night. That's right, modifying the washer. Hey, Kalani, that's a really cool compliment. I really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, appreciate that, guys. I get what you're trying to say. That one dude, Dom, he sprayed that off and hit it with some compressed air. Let me go check the one in the back first. Where did I put that? There it is. So we're going to shut this back one. Oh. Let me go spray off the bleeder valve back here. Hey, Mark, get a chance. Can you please move your truck so I can get the RV out in a bit? All right. I got that sprayed off. Looks paranoid. I'm going to the MPR. That looks good. Let's go ahead and move up here to the front. I'm going to go ahead and hop in there and pump it up real quick. We'll see if I got any leaks. Let me make sure I got it good and dry first. Good and dry. A little sprayage. I put the looking for my spray nozzle. Where did I put that at? It's got to be around here somewhere. You guys remember the Big Lebowski? They're like, "Where is the money, Lebowski? Where is the money?" They keep shoving his head in the toilet. He's like, "It's got to be around here somewhere." Wow, man. This is dirty. This is filthy, man. It's filthy like Frank. That was a dog we had. Let's go pump it up, see if it gets real wet. Looks like that worked. That makes me a little nervous. It looks like I'm not. It looks like the it's wet underneath the right underneath the caliper. Like maybe the piston blew out before. Sure hope not. But it looks like that. Looks like that custom uh, washer worked. Well, let's see if we get some good bleedage out of this one. Where did I put the? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this guy now. Dave, where you been, dude? Did you just get back from vacation, dude? Oh, Dave. Hey, Dave, seriously? I got something for you. Oh, hold on. So, Dave, got something for you to check out, all right? So check this out. Got a little something for you to see, dude. I turn this around so you'd be surprised. Check this out, Dave. Glad you're here. I wanted to ask you something. Dave, I know you said you do Mercedes. Check this out. So, Dave, 1975 280C, original owner, 36,000 miles. What's that, like 17,000 kilometers? Or no, is kilometers double? Kilometers are double. So, what was that? 70,000 kilometers? Anyways, I thought you think this is pretty cool. So, I wanted to show it to you. So, show you guys this real quick. Trying to get a shot of that Dahmer so you can see it. It's not letting me. There we go. Come on. There. Oh, there it was. Pretty cool, huh? So, Dave, I'm glad you're here because I wanted to ask you something. Hold on one sec. I got something going on here I got to take care of. It needs my attention. I have to turn the mic off for this for a sec. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. All right. So, Dave, this came in, and I had a hard time getting it to start, just in the parking lot, right? And you know, having regular ignition coils is a little bit before my time. Most everything I worked on is coil on plug, but I went about testing. I was getting intermittent spark, because when it wouldn't start, I thought, all right, let's just keep it simple, stupid. Do we have fuel and spark? And it had plenty of fuel. You could smell it, but I wasn't getting consistent spark. And when I went to go ahead and test the coil to like bench test it, it didn't seem like it was working. So do you know, I figured it out, but I'm wondering, do you know how you bench test this ignition coil? If not, I'll tell you, and then you can check out the YouTube video I did on it. So let me know. So there's plenty of videos on how to like just bench test an ignition coil. I didn't see any for how to do this, and I thought it was pretty cool when I was thinking about it. And I finally figured it out. And Dave, have you seen? I know you probably don't get these in every day, but oh, you can't see it from here. Have you seen this ignition box be bad before? Well, Bebop, I guess you have to wait for the video for that. It's let's get back to work on the other thing. I will show you guys. Well, I will be putting up a short on how to test that, or a whole video on it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and read this out. Yeah, that one there. I'm really frustrated because that's one of those cars that. Don't worry, Bebop. I'm thinking I think you subscribe to the channel, so you'll probably get notification or whatever when I drop that video, which I'll probably do this week. I do gotta finish up another video for the company that gave me that tactical light. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop this open. Good. I'll let these soak real good first. Then we'll put the sucker on it. And it's just what we did in the back. The only difference is this is disc brake up here. And hey, I'm missing the other end of this. Who took? Oh, there it is. That's all you gotta do, man. You just gotta ask who took it, and then it shows up. So there we go. Now, usually I like it to go ahead and gravity bleed out first. So let's just give it a sec and see what it does. Oh yeah, if you back it up, Dave, you can probably see it. What I noticed was when I was starting to drip, here we go. When I was bench testing it, like once I figured out how to do it, I started tapping on it with like the handle of the screwdriver, and you could see the quality of spark either it was fade or be non-existent. And so that's how I finally figured it out. But you'll have to tune back in for how to do the bench test, because I didn't see anybody else doing that video. And I'll tell you what, I know no one else is gonna toot my horn, so I'm gonna toot my horn. No other video out there on YouTube, at least, shows how to install an aftermarket stereo in a C4 Corvette if that C4 Corvette had the Bose system. Till I did it. So, if you want to see a good video, go check that out. Let's suck this out, and I'm gonna hop up there and make sure that I'm not to make sure that I don't run out of the make sure I don't run out of brake fluid. So, and vacuum, let it rip. Suck it down. Suck it to my baby. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. Man, front four feels good. All right, we're just about done here, guys. We do one more, and then we'll put the wheels on this and pull it out. Woo. What I'm doing right now, guys, I'm watching the master cylinder, suck it down. Man, guys, I don't know if I'm going to have this thing ready by this weekend. I'm trying so hard, man. Dang it. I'm trying so hard. All right. Got this nasty fluid coming through here. Oh, hope it starts cleaning up. All right. Then we'll pop it off. Hold this up so it sucks down. And then we'll wait for this to start dripping out again before we shut it off. All right. Or, shut it. Tommy boy, what's up? What's up, dude? Oh, that's some good drippage we got going on now. What are we talking about on here? I gotta use coil pack my car. Well, dude. What is that? Bebop had the used one. Hey, Bob, why didn't you? What were the aftermarket name brands that you got? And more importantly, just as important, why didn't you get an OEM one, or for a little bit less money, get the provider of the OEM one? So say, why not get like an NGK or a Denso coil pack instead of a Duralast? Don't be doing the Duralast, guys. Come on. Don't do that. Don't do the Duralast. All right, let's give it a nice little. Yeah, can almost use the engine degreaser again. Let's go ahead and give it some sprayage. Get it cleaned off. What does it say? What about here? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me when I'm listening to you, all right? That's the most important time to talk to me, is when I'm listening to you.